What if I told you that Google Maps isn't just for getting directions, but is actually a hidden gold mine for making money? Paul Jans here, and with the right approach, you can tap into a steady income stream without needing any sort of special skill. This is a method that I've been using for over 12 years now that has allowed me to live the life of my dreams. So let's dive in and share exactly how you can get started with this today. All right, so the part in Google Maps that we're gonna be focused on today in this video is the local section. So if you search for any type of local niche, like in this example, I searched for a city named Cedarburg, and for the niche painter, and we scroll down, it's this pack of listings right here called businesses. These are also known as Google business profiles, but they show up within Google Maps, and this Google Maps pack shows up in every single Google search. Now, I'm sure I don't need to point out to you, but this stands out within the search results, and it's kind of the first thing that your eyes jump to. And you can make a lot of money by simply helping a local business get positioned here. And there's a lot of other things that you can also make money with, which I'm gonna break down to you in this video. And I'm gonna show you how you can make thousands of dollars per month by offering one of these services that I'm gonna break down for you. But first, we need to do something else. We need to decide on what niche that we're going to target in order to get started with this business model. And there's top 5 non-negotiables that I use every time for niche selection, because the niche is sort of like building the foundation for the house, right? If you build your house on a not solid foundation, the entire thing could collapse. We don't want that. So we want to build our business, our online business, on a solid foundation, and that always starts with the proper niche selection. So let's go over my top 5 non-negotiables, and if you follow these, you will pick a niche that you can succeed in and see awesome results in. Number 1 is your niche should be listed on a site like Angie.com. Okay, now there's lots of sites like this. There's Porch, there's Thumbtack, there's Home Advisor, Angie.com. Angie.com owns some of these sites as well. This is a huge, huge industry, but the reason why you want to make sure one of your niches is listed on one of these sites is because you're not reinventing the wheel here. Like, a lot of people think they need to go after some weird, obscure niche that no one's ever thought of, like underwater basket weaving. That can be more from the truth. You actually want to go after a proven niche that we know works. So go through these websites to come up with ideas, or if you have an idea, see if your niche is listed on one of these websites. And if it is, then chances are pretty good that you are going after a really good niche. And if you need more help with more niche selection, and you want to learn how to take your niche and scale it up to $5,000, be sure to check out the link in the description of this video, because I have an urgent training that I'm holding where I'm going to cover that in more detail. All right, so number 2 top non-negotiables for niche selection is it should be in a town outside of a bigger city. This is especially true if you're a beginner. If you're advanced, this isn't super, super important, but you can see here, when I decided on the niche Cedarburg, the city Cedarburg, I went outside of the larger city, which was Milwaukee. And what that's going to do is that's basically going to help guarantee that I'm not getting stuck in something that's super, super competitive. Again, if I'm an expert at this, I might decide to go after Milwaukee. That might be fine for me. But for you just getting started off, why put yourself in a ton of competition, competing with a ton of experts out there, when you can just go after smaller cities and still see amazing results and still make thousands of dollars per month? It just doesn't make sense, right? So follow rule number 2 of that. Number 3 is there should be an opportunity to easily slip into the top 3 if you're going to offer this as one of your services. If one of your services, and we'll talk about more the 3 profitable services you can offer as we get going into the video here, so just leading up to that, but if one of the services you're going to offer is getting them in the top 3, then there should be an opportunity there to get them there. And what I mean by that is there's several opportunities: low reviews, another businesses in the 3-pack that's not in the same town. If some of the businesses in the 3-pack don't have a website link, that's an indicator. So this niche is pretty good, and I recommend you guys don't all go after this niche now that I'm making this video. It might saturate it, but I want to show you the concept so that you can identify this for yourself. Here's a business with low review count. Here's a business that does not have a website attached to it. Both are indicators that this is a really, really super easy niche to go after. It would be super low competition. I could probably easily pick someone who's not in the top 3 and easily bump them into the top 3. Probably charge them at least $1,000 a month to help them do that, because think about it, if they're doing painting and they get one job to paint someone's house for $6,000, well, that one job a month justifies paying me $1,000 a month, right? Super easy. Okay, number 4 is you should be able to get in touch with the owner. So if you're going after a niche and you find someone you want to work with, like this is just kind of a no-brainer. You should have some way to contact the owner, whether that be they have their phone number listed, or you can find a Facebook page if you're not wanting to cold call, or an email address by researching. So make sure that you do have a way to contact the owner so that you can offer them your services. And then number 5 is you should pick a niche that's something you will enjoy working in, because after all, you're going to be spending some time, maybe building out a website. Maybe you're going to help them get better reviews. Maybe you're going to help them optimize their listing by adding some more details in it or their services in it. Obviously, we don't want to do that in a niche that we're not, super thrilled about working in. So definitely pick something that, even if you're not passionate about it, you're okay with working in. So those are my top 5 rules for niche selection. And that should help you pick something that's going to get you started and put you on solid ground. Okay, so with that being said, now that you have a niche picked out, you're gonna need a service that you can offer people in this niche. And what I recommend are these 3 primary services. Number 1 is listing optimization. So let's talk about what that is. So listing optimization would be going in, adding in their services, adding in pictures to their listing, making sure that their about section is updated, and that they also have some other websites that they're listed on. Like you can see, if we click on some of these and we scroll down, they have a Facebook page. They're listed on a blog over here. Okay, so that would be optimizing their listing. You're creating an optimized listing that has their keywords in it. So that you can see they have the keyword painting in here. They do top quality installations. They have some services listed. They do door painting, exterior painting, interior painting. So some of the people won't have any of that stuff listed. If I can find one here. So this one has a very small about section. So this could definitely be improved on. This one here, again, very, very small about section. They don't even have a website attached. They have no photos. So that could be a service that we could offer, listing optimization, to get them bumped up very, very easily and quickly into the top 3. Okay, the next service that we could offer is review management. And you can use a software like highlevelpages.com. I do have a full workshop on how to fully use this software and how to charge $5,000 for using this software for people in the description of this video, so go check that out. But one of the tabs that they have available in the software is on the left here. It's called Reputation. And this lets you manage their reviews. It lets you create review requests. It lets you respond to the reviews within the software. It lets you set up widgets and different listings. And you can charge a lot of money just for this one component of the software alone. And it does so much more other things that you can also charge the client for. But if you're really serious, definitely that would be something I would highly recommend you go after, and check out the link in the description of this video. And then number 3 is content creation. So content creation would basically be for someone who's already got a website linked to their listing. It would basically be going into their website and adding more content. So like they have these different services pages here, but they don't have any content created for them. Or I shouldn't say pages, they have a link with their services listed, but they don't have separate pages created. So we could offer a content creation service where we create a carpentry page, we create a painting page and maybe talk about the different types of painting they do. Or we create a maintenance page and talk about the different types of maintenance they do. So that's another service that is highly profitable that we could be offering to this particular business and make some decent money with. Now you're probably wondering about how much to charge for each of these services. So listing optimization service, we're talking about anywhere from $1,000 to usually like $2,500 a month for that. That's to keep them ranked. Review management or high level pages. Review management will typically run on the lower end of things, like $500 to $1,000. I should say lower, but it's not like $2,500. But there's other features inside of the software, which I break down in the workshop in the description of this video, where you can charge as much as $5,000 for if you use that software. And then the content creation, typically we're looking at like $250 per page, right around that mark, to create content for them. So these are some ideas of some of the different services that are profitable that you can offer once you've identified and picked out a niche and found someone that you want to work with. Now that you know the power of Google Maps, you can start using it for more than just getting directions and actually start making money without any technical skills whatsoever. And if you want to know more about why Google Maps is the preferred business model over anything else, such as like social media marketing agency, then be sure to check out this other video I have for you here. Also be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I will see you next time. I am Paul James. Peace out.